Gas prices are skyrocketing, and it feels like there's no end in sight. If you're wondering why this is happening and what it means for your pocketbook, you're in the right place. Rising gas prices affect everything, from your daily commute to your grocery bill. But what's the real reason behind this surge, and how can you protect yourself financially from these increasing costs? We all know that gas prices are influenced by the price of crude oil, but what many don't realize is how global events, weather patterns, and even refinery maintenance play a part in these price hikes. For example, political tensions in oil-producing countries, like what's been happening in the Middle East, can cause oil supply disruptions that push prices up. Even something like an unusually cold winter in the northern US or unexpected storms in the Gulf can create supply shortages, which directly affect the price of gas. At the same time, there's also the matter of inflation, which has been eating away at your purchasing power for some time now. And the reality is, gas prices aren't likely to go down soon. In fact, experts predict that these high prices could become the new normal unless major policy changes are made. So, what does this mean for you? For American retirees, this inflationary environment can be particularly challenging. If you're relying on a fixed income or your savings to get by, the rising costs of everyday essentials like gas and food can really stretch your budget thin. This is why it's so important to think ahead and protect your wealth. Now, I know you might be wondering, what can you do to shield yourself from these rising costs? One of the best ways to do so is by diversifying your wealth into assets that retain value despite inflation, like gold. Many Americans are opening gold IRAs right now to protect their retirement savings from the unpredictable effects of inflation and high gas prices. If you're serious about securing your financial future, I highly recommend checking out the first link in the description. It's a free gold IRA guide, and it'll show you exactly how thousands of Americans are taking control of their wealth, especially if you have over 100 KOIs in your IRA or 401k, or even more than $5 million in savings. The truth is, traditional retirement funds are vulnerable to these economic fluctuations. While the stock market can be volatile and inflation erodes the value of cash, gold tends to perform well in uncertain times. So if you're seeing your retirement savings take a hit due to inflation and rising gas prices, investing in a gold IRA can offer a hedge against these economic storms. Now let's dive a little deeper into what's driving these gas price hikes. As I mentioned earlier, it's not just supply and demand. Government policies also play a big role. For example, when governments impose regulations on oil companies, or when oil-producing countries cut back on production, that limits the supply and drives prices up. Combine that with high global demand for oil and the ongoing recovery from the pandemic, and you've got a perfect storm for high gas prices. But it's not just gas prices you should be concerned about. High oil prices affect the cost of goods and services across the board. When gas prices go up, so do transportation costs, which eventually get passed on to consumers. This means you'll be paying more for everything from groceries to your Amazon orders. It's all interconnected. The good news is you can take action now to protect your wealth from these rising costs. A gold IRA allows you to diversify your portfolio and safeguard your retirement savings against the eroding effects of inflation. And it's not just for those with large savings, whether you're looking to protect 100K or 5 mail orders. A gold IRA can offer you the security and stability you need in uncertain times. So, if you're serious about protecting your wealth in the next 2 weeks, click the first link in the description. This free guide will help you understand why so many retirees are turning to gold IRAs to keep their savings safe from inflation and market volatility. It's a smart move, and I'm here to help you make that transition smoothly. Before we wrap up, remember that protecting your wealth is key in times like these. With gas prices on the rise and inflation affecting everyday costs, there's no better time to take action and secure your financial future. If you've got over 100K or more in an IRA or 401k, or if you're sitting on 5M plus in savings, a gold IRA could be the perfect solution for you. Click the link in the description, get your free guide, and start protecting your wealth today.